Hi everyone, welcome back to part 2 of our air quality series all about humidification, diffusing, and facilitating a healthy home. I've got Sandy back with me from Stadler Form, and many of you may not know that Sandy is actually a certified aromatherapist, and she's a master trained in essential oil safety by the National Association of Holistic Aromatherapists. And in this segment, we are picking Sandy's brain with how exactly to choose a diffuser and a humidifier that is right for our needs. So Sandy, let's talk about diffusers. When should we diffuse? Well, all the time, of course, but walk us through the process.
Okay, so when would a good time to diffuse be? Well, if you're looking to support your neurological function, it would be a great time to diffuse because a lot of our essential oils will pass the blood-brain barrier. So if you're looking for support in that area, diffusion is your best option. Also, for mood and behavioral issues is an awesome time to diffuse. We can diffuse and get the benefit without having to do anything more than just adding water and a few drops of essential oils. Super simple, quick, and effective throughout the day. You also want to diffuse if you're having respiratory issues. So if you want to promote healthy respiration, you're going to also want to diffuse something like Breathe or Peppermint, Eucalyptus, any of those great ones for your respiratory system. And also, if you want to freshen and purify your home. So just having the diffuser going in your kitchen with a little bit maybe of thyme or rosemary or whatever you prefer. And that will really help, freshen your kitchen, add a little lemon. Everybody loves the citrus oils. Go ahead and diffuse.
And then are all diffusers created equal? Walk us through a little bit of that process, how we can differentiate.
Okay, I know you talk a lot of times, Hillary, about buying a diffuser on Amazon and one of those cheapy ones, and how they never last you very long at all. I had my Jasmine diffuser, my black one. I've had 6 years. I believe 6 years now. I let a friend borrow it, and I think now she thinks it's permanent, but I'm hoping to get it back one day. It's like one of my children. So the funny part about the Jasmine diffuser is that's how I actually came to work with Stadler Form. It wasn't because I needed a job. I absolutely, positively did not need a job, and I was in an office, and I was getting something out of the supply closet. And back there was this yellow thing, and so I grabbed it, and it was a yellow Jasmine diffuser. And I cleaned it up, and I put water and essential oils on it, and I put it on my desk, and I was in love. That was my love affair, and that's how it started with Stadler Form. And after I had the Jasmine, I had to have more. I had to have, all these different products that they have, but this was my gateway, my gateway to it. So, a little about Stadler Form. Stadler Form is a Swiss company. So all of the units that we sell at Stadler Form are designed by our own engineers in Switzerland. So they are, they're all our models. You'll never see them under any other name. So you know how a normal company will go to China, they'll pick out a model, they'll slap their name on it and call it their product. Okay, that's not how we work here at Stadler Form. Stadler Form, we design each product individually. And just to prove it to you, when I met the people from Stadler Form, I gave them an idea about an oscillating diffuser. And I told them I wanted to have a really long runtime. And so that's when they came out with Julia. And they actually thanked me on the box. My name's on the side. And I never knew this until a customer said to me, I didn't know you were famous, and I had no idea what she was talking about. Well, here, she actually read the side of the box where it says my name and it thanks me, which I thought was really cool.
We should get your autograph. We should get your autograph. We're in the presence of a celebrity. You're so amazing. You have Sandy to thank for your Julias, you guys. This is amazing. I love this so much.
Yeah. So it's really funny because A lot of the essential oil diffusers you'll buy on, Amazon or wherever, the cheap ones, you'll find that they don't really they won't run for as long as the Stadler Form ones. And Stadler Form stands behind their product. It comes with a 1-year limited warranty. Our products are super simple to clean because they're just really, really simple. They don't have any nooks and crannies that you can't get to. I remember I had this one diffuser that I used to have to use pipe cleaners and weave them in and out to get all the parts clean. So these ones, very super simple to clean. And just a little show and tell here. This is a Stadler Form cord, and this is a cord from one of the ones from Amazon. And if you can just see, I don't know if you can see this cord quality, but you can feel any of them. It's very brittle and hard, and the one from Stadler Form is very smooth, and the casing is really nice. I actually brought these to a friend of mine who is an electrician, and I'm like, well, this is earlier on, before I ever worked with Stadler Form, and I'm like, why is it that all these other diffusers I'm buying are burning out before a year? If you use them continuously, mine were only lasting about 3 to 6 months, but I knew the other one I had was just running and running and running, and I had no problem. So he was telling me it had a lot to do with cord quality. I guess that sometimes they will just buy a lot of cords and they will just use them for all units. Stadler Form's cords are specifically rated for the individual product. So sometimes you'll see on the cord, for example, this is the one for my Jasmine, and it says Jasmine and Mia. So this is a cord that's only made for Jasmine or Mia. And then Julia will have her own separate cord along with other products. So you want to make sure that you're using the correct cord so it's pulling the right amount at amperage so that it isn't burning out the machine.
And then can you tell us a little bit about the different diffuser models that are available? Because I know when all these different promotions come out, and some of our oilers have never had a Stadler Form product before, this is all very new to them and they want to have a way to compare and sort of, gauge. So can you just tell us a little bit about the different diffusers that are available?
Sure. Okay, so this one I don't have plugged in right now, the one I was just showing the inside of. This is, it's probably better I stand to the side. This is Mia. Mia runs 10 hours straight. This is the only option for this diffuser. The only light on it is one light, and it goes down directly onto the tabletop. It doesn't go out into the room, so it won't bother your sleep. And it has one button. So this is perfect for the person who doesn't like anything complicated, just wants to fill it, add oils, one touch. This is great for smaller areas, probably around 350 square feet, and it will run for 10 hours. So great to put next to your bedside, also on your desk at work. What I love about this one is it has a very small footprint. So it's not going to take up much area, but it's going to be a workhorse. You're going to get up to 10 hours out of this little guy, and super simple. And then the next one is Jasmine, who is our most popular model, and she'll run for 8 hours straight or 24 hours on intermittent. The intermittent setting is 10 minutes on and 20 minutes off. And a lot of people wonder why that is. Why 10 minutes on and 20 minutes off? Well, there's studies that show that your body will get the benefits of essential oils and then start to plateau. And if you run it 10 minutes on, 20 minutes off, you're always in the benefit zone. So that is the thought process behind it. However, I do like Mia for people who have trouble staying asleep. I find that, the continuous run time with that works really well. But Jasmine runs for 8 hours straight, so she's also great for a bedroom, living area, kitchen, anything like that. She'll do about 540 square feet. And also Julia has a few more bells and whistles than Jasmine has. Julia will oscillate about 160 degrees back and forth, so you control that from the back, and it will start to oscillate. And if you don't want it to oscillate, you just want it pointing in one direction, you can stop that. Julia also has the ability to be completely dark. So if you want no lights whatsoever, you can make it completely dark. But you can also turn on the lights, and if it was dark, you'll be able to see it has the oscillation, and with the light, you can see the mist going back and forth. She also has the timer, so you can run her 10 minutes on, 20 minutes off, and if you run this straight, 18 hours straight, 54 hours on intermittent. So remember how I told you I asked them for a diffuser with a longer run time? This is it, 54 hours on intermittent. You can't find that anywhere. I mean, this is a great one to put in your kitchen, living area, you know, just fill it up. You can refresh her if you're using, say, essential oils with a lower flash point, say citrus oils. They flash quicker, so you might have to refresh her, you know, from time to time, but you don't have to worry about getting the water out, you know, taking it back to the sink. It's just a simple, you know, turn it off, lift up the lid, you know, add some oils, and be done with it. So that is Julia. And then how about you show Leah today?
Yes, I would love to. So this is Leah, and she is gorgeous and very sleek and really beautiful and streamlined. And this is battery powered. And what's neat about it is the plug has a USB. So this gives you a lot of options. So you can plug this right into a computer or a wall unit or whatever. And then it has a USB cord for you to charge it. So you can charge it, but then once it's charged, it's battery powered. So you can press the on button there and see that it's charged. And then you can turn it on. You can have it on interval mode or daylight mode. And what I love about this, I'm going to turn it off so you can see when you lift it up. So it's waterless, okay? And this is rechargeable. It has a light sensing mode. It's great for airways, my powder room, or my front entryways where I really like to put this. And it has a bottle here, and you'll see that I have oils in it right here. So you take your oils, and the bottle, the receptacle comes with it. So you just fill it up with your favorite oils, and then it has little grippers in here. And the oil lasts a very, very long time because there's a scent pad, I'm assuming, in there. Sandy, right? Is there a scent pad in there?
Actually, there is no scent pad in there. If you lift off the lid and you look at the top, so if you see in there, there's puffs of air that come down through there. Okay. It evaporates the oil. So it's an evaporation technology. Here's a little tip and trick for you, Hillary. So in mine, I normally put peppermint and lemongrass. And peppermint and lemongrass will float on water. So what I do is to control the amount of oil I'm using, I fill my bottle up with water and then float the oils on top. Keeps them closer to the surface, and then I know exactly how much I'm using. So that's just a little tip or trick. The people who really buy those are people who can't plug in at work. So a lot of teachers and government employees are not allowed to actually plug in anymore. So they can sit those on top of their desk, and it's not plugged in the wall, therefore it's not violating any work rules. And then campers. I have a ton of campers who like to buy those because, you know, they don't have the access to, you know, plug in, so they can use the rechargeable batteries with those. And it's a great function for a little powder room because you can put it on the light sensing mode, and when you turn on the lights in the powder room, it will start to diffuse, and when the person turns off the lights in the powder room, it will stop diffusing. So just some tips and tricks with that one.
And then also we have the Anton. So tell us about how that's a little chameleon.
Yes, Anton is like my hybrid, right? So Anton's truly not a diffuser. It's classified as a humidifier, and I absolutely love Anton. And you can probably see the amount of mist coming out right now. I have him on the highest mode, and then I could cut it back and make it lower in case I didn't need that much humidification. And in order to use essential oils with this one, you could just grab your On Guard, and then you just pull out the container, and then you drip it right down into the base there, and then you can add, or just put the tank back in, and oh my gosh, that smells so good. You are missing out, Hillary.
I wish I was there. Now, this is interesting because Sandy taught me about this. She taught me that you use 1 drop of oil per hour runtime. So with the Julia diffuser, you would want to run 54 drops in there if you were going to run it for 54 hours. And I think
actually, sorry, Hillary, I must have not been clear. It's
okay.
For every consecutive hour runtime. So 18 hours would be the max you would need.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because a lot of people they want a clarification on that, finding out, okay, how do I make sure that I'm getting that scent all the way through that time? So it's 1 drop per continuous hour. So if you have it on intermittent, then you would just want to divide that.
Yeah, well, so 18 hours because we're going to go off of the continuous run time. So you can use like 8 to 10 in Mia, and then I'd say 6 to 8 in Jasmine, and then 15 to 18 in Julia. And you can cut that back or add more. It's really choose your own adventure, right, Hillary? You
okay,
do.
And that's true. We're gonna make a little drop chart for you guys, a little graphic. I think this would be really helpful, Sandy. What do you think?
Sure. Yeah, I'm in for education. You know me.
Yes, so, because a lot of you are very visual, and I am too. And so I think that it would be really great for us. We could tag, we could just tag it diffuser series. And then when people ask when they get their new units, because we want to be able to think about what are the questions that you ask all the time. We want to be able to send you to the right place where you can get that. So we'll create a drop chart for all of you, and we'll link it into this series so that you'll be able to have that to refer back to. So we're going to definitely put that in the pipeline. Definitely. So tell us a little bit more, Sandy, about the humidifiers and how that, we talked about it briefly in our first segment, but a little bit deeper. Can they all be used with essential oils, and why or why not?
Okay, so the answer is no, not all all humidifiers can be used with essential oils. So with the humidifiers, you need to have the correct grade of plastic in order to use essential oils with a unit. So our units are made out of polypropylene plastic. Say that 6 times fast, polypropylene plastic. And our units are BPA free. So you're not going to be leaching out anything, into the air that you do not want to be there. Just your essential oils. You can find, all of our humidifiers that use essential oils under the humidification tab on the website. We do make ones that don't use essential oils, and those are just under the humidifier tab. Okay, so you'll have both the humidifiers that use essential oils and don't under humidification. Under the aromatherapy tab, so click aromatherapy. Anything under there will be used with essential oils. So there's different ways in which different products use the essential oils. Like I told you, Anton can be dripped right into the base. This one's going to be the one that's most like a humidifier diffuser, like a hybrid, okay? And then you're going to have, we have the Eva on our website also, and she is ultrasonic, just like Anton is, but she uses the essential oils and a pad in the side. And that is a little less noticeable with the essential oils, but still you're getting the benefit because they are being emitted into the air. We have Oscar. Oscar comes in 3 different sizes, and this one is an evaporative unit, and you use the essential oils on a pad that comes in with the unit, and then you can just clip it in here. One thing that's really nice about Oscar is in order to refill it, you do not need to bring it over to the sink. You could bring a water can and you could just fill it with this cute little spout that's right in the side. And that's a little nice feature that one has. The Anton covers with humidification about 250 square feet. However, with the aromatherapy aspect, I could tell you it covers a lot larger area than that. I like to diffuse a blend of cypress, frankincense, and cassia or cinnamon. And I could tell you, I can smell it every time I walk into my house. So it is really, you know, filling up the house with essential oils. So for the humidification aspect of it, though, about 250 square feet. So the Eva Little that's on our website, she'll cover about 540 square feet with humidification. Excuse me. And then Eva, the large Eva, which has the remote control, is about 860 square feet. The Oscars, the small one's about 350 square feet, and this larger one is about 1,100 square feet. And these are evaporative models. Say that 6 times, evaporative models. And then this is an ultrasonic model along with Eva. Ultrasonic just means you'll see the water vapor, and the evaporative, you will not see it.
Okay, so then walk us through why someone would choose an evaporative humidifier over an ultrasonic humidifier. Walk us through that.
Okay, so the reasons why you would want to choose an evaporative over an ultrasonic would be if you have extremely hard water, the evaporative will not put the white dust into the air like you can get with the ultrasonic models. However, our ultrasonic models do come with a anti-kelp cartridge that's in here. This is the cartridge that you soak for 24 hours prior to use. This will take out most of those hard water minerals out of the water so it doesn't create a white dust. That is the purpose of using that. But if you do have extremely hard water and you don't want to chance that, an evaporative model is going to be for you. What's really nice about both the Robert and the Oscar is that they will not over-humidify your house. So there's no chance of it being over-humidified. You're never going to get water vapor on your window or anything like that. You're never going to feel, that, something might feel damp. They will not and cannot over-humidify your house. So that is extra nice. And then with the evaporative models, they tend to be easier to clean because on the inside, you're going to have these filters, right? And you're going to know when to change these filters by looking in your instruction manual. Okay, so what a lot of people miss by not taking these out is that they miss that there is this water testing strip, right? And so you're going to test your water that you'll be using with your models, and it's going to tell you how often you're going to need to either change your cartridge, change your filters, whatever it is. You're going to know this by testing the water. So if you miss this in your units, like the Anton, I know tons of you bought the Anton, go ahead and take a look at the back of it. It's going to give you a lot of information, on when you're going to need to change those things. The evaporative, like the Oscar and the Robert, again, going to be for people who have hard water, don't want those mineral deposits, people who want something that's easier to clean, those, don't want over humidification, that type of thing. Those would be the reasons for choosing this. And then I would choose the ultrasonic model if you're looking for, the ambiance of the water vapor and the use of the Anton with the essential oils. That would be, a great choice for you.
Thank you, Sandy, so much. That was super helpful. We're going to pause here, and then we're going to pick up with our third and final segment, which is all about cleaning. And so in our next series element there, we're going to talk all about cleaning, how to properly clean your diffusers, how to properly clean your humidifiers, and so that you can really preserve the life of your units. So you don't want to miss that video, because proper cleaning is going to really just not only help the longevity, but it's going to help the effectiveness of your humidifiers and diffusers. So stay tuned for our third segment, and then reach out to me if you would like to purchase doTERRA essential oils or Stadler units for 25% off. Sandy has been so generous, so incredible, and every single month she's going to be putting together special deals and promotions for us. And so stay tuned, and you can shop anytime, and I will provide the link below for you to access that. So reach out if you have questions, if you have any other things that you want us to clarify for you. We're going to have this be really an ongoing dialogue. So this is just creating that framework and the groundwork of that foundation for you to feel comfortable about how you're humidifying and purifying the air in your home. And so, of course, when we talk all about that, we need to talk about cleanliness and monitoring the maintenance and the care of our units that we're investing in that are going to last us for years. So stay tuned for that. Sandy, thank you so much again, and we will see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.